With the Climbing World Cup in Innsbruck just behind us, and roughly half of the regular season behind us, it's time to see where we stand and what to look forward to. But this is obviously not a regular season. All eyes are already on Paris, where the Olympic Games are due in a couple of weeks. The season took an almost 2-month-long break in order to give away the last tickets for the Olympics. We'll be covering the Olympics in a separate video, but until that arrives, we're in for a month packed with action. From the Austrian Alps, athletes will roll over from Switzerland to the French Alps for 2 more World Cups in Chamonix and Briançon, before a handful of them will descend to Paris. The season will then resume in September for only 1 additional month. Because of the Olympics, the World Cup circuit is short, with merely 4 lead and 2 boulder events left, and the World Championship won't take place this year. The season kicked off with a bang in 2 wonderfully set cups in China. The Bouldering Cup was in Kachao, a small city with a population of only 1 million, and the Lead and Speed Cups in Wujiang, another such small city. We will cover the Speed Cup in a later video once we establish it as a form of climbing. In the women's competition, no one was surprised to see the undisputed GOAT winning both cups in China, as well as a 3rd gold in Innsbruck, but Janja's dominance is still astonishing. She proved she's still very much in shape and ready for conquering another Olympic gold. Another stronger female performer on both disciplines was the local Chinese, Lazila Liu. She took bronze in bouldering, her strong discipline, which is not a huge surprise, since in her very first World Cup, being 16, she became the first Chinese athlete to win a World Cup bronze medal, and has been no stranger to the finals ever since. Her lead performance has been so far mediocre, but she relentlessly competed and took the silver medal. Now, at 18, we expect more wins from her and perhaps a spot on the Olympic podium. In general, unlike its eastern neighbors, China hasn't been a powerhouse in competition climbing, but it seems it's growing fast, with gyms springing all over and government money spilling. Shan So, the Korean who in recent years positioned herself as a serious competition to Janja on rope, took the bronze in lead. 2023 wasn't the best year for her, maybe because I'm putting more effort on improving in bouldering, which took something away from her lead fitness. But now it seems she's back at full force and will be a serious contender to the silver medal in Paris. The silver winner in bouldering was Camilla Moroni from Italy for the first time in her life. Among the men, Tomoa Narasaki, the most acclaimed boulderer still competing, started the season on the right foot with a gold medal. Together with him, we see his younger brother, Michi Narasaki, also racking up points in bouldering throughout the events. However, their countrymen, Shirato and Ruku, is right up there with them, still dominating despite his young age. The upstart, who amazed the climbing world last year by winning overall World Cup in both boulder and lead in his very first year, before he turned 17, is bound to give Tomoa a hard time in the rest of the season and in the Olympic Games, proving this by being in the bouldering podium in all 3 events so far this season. He's way more proficient in lead than his veteran friend, and to prove it, he took the bronze medal this time. Hannes van Dyssen, the Belgian slab master, took the bronze in bouldering. He can definitely surprise everyone in Paris. In lead climbing, the season started with another young competitor, Tony Roberts, who took home the gold in China and surprised everybody by taking the European ticket to the Olympic Games, proving this was no fluke. He was followed by Japan's strongest sport climber, Taisei Homa, coming as we said just before his countryman, Shirato. We dare say that seeing 2 Japanese on the lead podium will not be such a rare occurrence in the future, with the Japanese team getting stronger in this discipline, and not just in bouldering. More generally, we see a broader Asian presence in finals in both disciplines and both genders after a long time when lead was almost purely European and bouldering was dominated by Japan. We'll have to see if the much anticipated diversity holds in the Olympics and the rest of the season, since in the second half, European sport climbing phenoms Jacob Schubert and Alex Magos took the 1st and 2nd places in Innsbruck, showing their dominance in the field, followed by young Tony Roberts taking the 3rd place in Innsbruck. How will this season shape out? Are any female climbers going to challenge Janja, or is the competition only for 2nd place? Is Shirato going to hold his spot at the top, or are we going to be in for an upset? Are we in for a decade of Japanese dominating the podium in all disciplines? Don't miss any updates. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Who are you rooting for this season? Let me know in the comments below.